Howdy, Sailor the Piper Man. One more time. Here, out in Puerto Rico, smoking my Viking straight. Smoking some really nice. I gotta start putting the brands on. I forgot where I bought this. It's a Virginia Cavendish. It's got a topping. Maybe it's got like a honey topping on it. I like that honey and vanilla topping. It's really nice. It's soft. No Orientals, and I'm gonna try a couple of new birdies from Corn and Deal. I like Burley too. I don't know if you've had that Granger. I've never had it, but it's been around a long time. I knew a lot of customers that smoked that. All those old brands, Velvet. Let's see, Granger, Prince Edward, half and half. And we had I wish that Foggy Morton came back. I really like that. Oh, it was so good. It's so good, so sad. I hear you can get it. Some people have them, selling them. And I'm starting to think of cellular myself. I'm using this, but I gotta I really want to do proper and put some tobacco for a couple of years. I got tobacco right now to last me about a year. If I smoke 3 bowls a day, it should last me about a year. And my wife thinks that's a lot, but I gotta tell her, the more I buy now, the less it's gonna cost me down the road, because we don't know what can happen with the industry, with the environment. And tobacco can actually be a good investment down the road. Let's see what happens. An unopened tin of Granger sitting around, and then they stop manufacturing is worth a little money if you like Burley. But I know the guys that really like Burley are the OGs, the old timers. Like St. David, he likes Burley. I mean, there's different types of Burleys. Mild Burley, there's really strong Burley. But it usually the old timers, people from the last century. we're getting old. Virginia with toppings usually. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's how I seen it. I seen most of the customers in the 1990s really love English blends and Burley. Aromatic was starting to wane. Except for Foggy Morton, and Captain Black's been a stalwart for the longest, and it's still. People don't like to admit that they smoke it, but they do smoke a lot of Captain Black. I don't know why. I don't know what's so shameful about smoking a pharmacy brand. They call it pharmacy brand, and I think that's disrespectful to tobacco, because all pharmacies in the 60s and 50s sold pipes, Dr. Grable pipes, and different types of pipes. And so tobacco was normal. But as the laws changed and less people started smoking pipe, and pipe smokers were dying off, right? 2 things happened. Well, the state pipes. Now, I might not smoke a pipe, but let's say somebody that I really knew and passed away and left his pipes, I would take him and I would do something like a trophy or something keep it in honor of him. Well, this guy was my friend. Put a picture of him. You know? My question is, what are my kids gonna do when I'm gone? What are they gonna do with my pipes? I should ask them, right? But I don't sell them. I hope not. Heirloom, yeah. Keep them. But you don't know. They're not. Smokers are smokers and they don't understand. Do you think the world understands pipers? How do they see us? Like strange because we still smoking tobacco? I don't know. I don't know how they see us anymore. It used to be, you smoke a pipe, you were considered intellectual, a thinker, or hard-working, working class. You know, mechanics, bus drivers, newsboys. I've done a lot with them. You know who used to smoke a lot? A lot of my customers that worked at nights. You know? Worked at nights. In New York, you have the metro system. When you had these guys, well, everybody would sleep. They would clean the platforms, the debris on the tracks. It's very dangerous. And so, from time to time, when I worked at night, or I came home from a party, a banquet or something like that, when I rode the train, I would see them on a platform. They section off the platform, went in, they would clean it. Woo. The smell of I don't know what they use, turpentine or something like that. It was a hospital smell. It's disinfectant. And you see them with their pipes, you know, as they worked. That was really cool. I used to go to a beach called Orchard Beach. And they have lifesavers, lifeguards. And they would run and do the exercise. And then the head lifeguard, I mean, he was just the head guy. And I would see him, I'd be in the water looking up at him, and he would be on the tower with his pipe, the breeze. And he'd be looking, making sure that the other lifeguards were doing their job. That was really cool. Out on Long Island. Close to where they made that movie, Jaws. The scenario was like that, Fire Island, you had to take a ferry, and that man would be sitting up there with his pipe. Sometimes he wore his shades, the breeze, the sun. People just having a good time swimming, little kids running, beach balls. And he would sit there, beautiful girls walking in their bikinis, and he'd sit there stoic. And from time to time you would get a woman going up to him and talking to him, and he's looking down at her. And I don't know what they're conversing, but you know, he back then women were really attracted to pipes. I recall I was standing on 52nd Street, just got out my job, it was a rainy day. It was damp. Must have been like autumn going into winter, November, the holidays. Well, that's Thanksgiving. And I was smoking the Ashton pipe. Really nice looking pipe. And I was smoking this aromatic blend that had come out. Really nice, and it was a house blend. I had Cavendish, Little Virginia, and it had a little cherry topping or honey topping. So I stood there on the corner of the Avenue of Americans and 52nd Street. You could actually Google it and see exactly where I was standing there. And I wanted to head to Central Park. And I was up on 59th Street in Manhattan. So I started walking. And across the street, Central Park always had the horse and buggies, and you can get on it and ride to Central Park. So the first guy I knew, I spoke to him. He was feeding his horse, and I sat on the bench. And across the street was this white woman, brunette. She looked like Marlo. She looked like Marlo Thomas, black hair, really, really beautiful. You could think she was an executive. So she comes over. She's going like this, and then she takes a look at me, and she's standing like this, and the smile came over her face. And she says, "You don't mind if I sit on this bench next to you?" I was like, "No, go ahead. I hope you don't mind me smoking my pipe." She goes, "Oh no, I like pipe." I go, "Really?" It says, "I was following you. I was following you because as you passed by me, the aroma hit me. And it reminded me of my dad." I go, "Really?" He smoked something like that. I would go into, and then she started talking about, I would go into his library, and there he was smoking his pipe, reading his paper, reading the sports section. And I play on the floor, and that aroma. Oftentimes I would just go, not even to talk to my dad, because the aroma was so homey, so cedarly. She was saying that cedarly. It was remind me of home in the wintertime when the snow fell and it was Christmas. Dad would smoke that all day long, and mom didn't care. She loved it too. So she sat there talking to me. She said, "How long you been smoking?" I said, "Been smoking for quite a while. I was in the military and everything." She goes, "Don't stop." The first time a woman tells me, "Don't stop." Oh, don't stop. I go, "It's wonderful. Old time things are just leaving us." I go, really, I used to like the soda jerk places where you could drink your Coca-Cola, your draft, your root beer. You could buy a candy for 5 cents, 10 cents. You could buy. They used to have these jars of cookies that you could buy for a penny. You could buy licorice, strawberry licorice, all kinds of stuff that you don't. So I used to like the Clark bars, and back then everybody could smoke. Everybody could smoke. You got walked in, lit up. It was no, hey, you gonna catch cancer or whatever. So it was really nice. It was really. She allowed me to reminisce, and I go, "No, I'm not gonna stop. It's just smoke." She goes, "What's your favorite time to smoke?" I said, "When I was deep out at sea, and I wasn't gonna see land for like 2 or 3 weeks. Out at sea." She said, "What do you like?" I said, "Walking Riff." I used to smoke Walking Riff, Captain Black. Those were my two ones, and that I could get because they sold them everywhere. So if we ended up going to Hawaii from San Diego, they had a shipment of Captain Black. If we ended up in this place called Diego Garcia, U.S. Guam, U.S. American Samoa, you can always get those. People don't realize outside of Europe, Captain Black is smoked all around the world. It's world renowned. If you never smoked it, if you never been in the country, you can go. People, it's the whole thing. Captain Black. They used to have really nice commercials, And so she goes, "Really?" She goes, "Where you work?" I said, "De La Concha." I'm a tobacconist. I work there. I sell pipes. I mix. One day she came in. I didn't know. She goes, "Hey, Miguel." A beautiful lady walked in. George, the manager. A beautiful lady walked in. I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Yeah. She bought you Christmas. She left you a Christmas present." What? Yeah, she said she met you at 59th Street. You reminded her of her father. I said, "Oh, yeah, 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 I remember." He goes, "What's this?" It was in a box, a rectangular box. You know what it was? She went to the store, and in the store, she bought 6 packs of the Borkenrib. The regular, because that's everything else was, all the boxes were open, and 2 or 3 were taken from the other one. But she bought the whole Borkenrib. She says, "You got Miguel Santiago that works here. Please give it to him. And tell him it was me." Meriden. That was her name, Meriden Baldwin. Meriden Baldwin. She was from Boston. And she was working at the MetLife building. I think it's come back now. At the MetLife building, she left it to me. And she just put down, "Thank you for the memories. Merry Christmas." That was so nice, man. You know? The reason I thought that is, what is it? Are we still in August? In a couple of months, Christmas coming around, you know? And my kids ask me, "What do you want?" I don't know if I want tobacco or pipe. I'm not sure. But I'm also thinking and putting money away, you know, to make sure that Christmas has become more important to me as time goes on. My kids are no longer around. I really don't have to put a tree, but I got my mother around. And my stepfather, who's 92. So I don't know whether I should take them out or we should have like a barbecue or something. And it's summer here. It's not like a winter, snow or anything like that. So, you know, but my mom always puts the tree up. She always does the house, so I gotta make sure this Christmas will be nice. I wish I could invite some of you guys over. Have a cookout, have a fireplace. You know? Invite people. I wish there was a meeting around Christmas in December would be perfect. A meetup where people can, all the pipe smokers can come together dressed up. Some like Santa Claus, some like elves. That would be so cool. Well, that was just a random thought. Say to the Piper Man, Piper the Sailor Man. Keep smoking, enjoy your smoke. Never stop smoking. Enjoy the life, enjoy the moment. Signing off. Smooth Sailing.